Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into Mounjaro, a drug that's not just making waves, it's being called a total revolution in metabolic medicine.
I mean, just listen to that. That's a quote from a doctor. God tier. You don't hear that kind of language every day, right? And it's not just hype. It really signals that something huge is happening here. We're not just talking about another pill. This is a genuine game changer that's making us question everything we thought we knew about obesity.
And look, that's a fair question. It gets right to the heart of this huge misunderstanding we've had for decades, right? The advice was always so simple. Just eat less and move more. But if you really want to get why a drug like Mounjaro is such a big deal, you have to understand the real problem it's trying to fix.
So let's get into it. The honest truth is, trying to fight obesity with just your willpower, it's like showing up to a tank battle with a butter knife. You're basically set up to lose from the start.
You see, science now looks at obesity as a chronic disease. And it's defined by three key things that make it so tough. First, it's progressive, meaning it tends to get worse over time if you don't intervene. Second, it's relapsing. That means even if you lose the weight, your body fights like crazy to get it back. And third, it's multifactorial. It's not just about what you eat. It's this whole complicated mix of your genes, your environment, your hormones, so much more than just a simple choice.
And this right here, this is the central battle. It's a totally unfair fight. In one corner, you've got your willpower. And, it gets tired, it runs out, it changes depending on how stressed you are or how well you slept. But in the other corner, you've got millions of years of evolution. Your body's primal survival instinct, which is laser-focused on one thing: storing fat so you don't starve. It's a constant, powerful force. It's really no contest.
And this isn't just in your head. It's pure biology. The moment you start dieting, your body hits the panic button. It literally slows down your metabolism to save fuel and then pumps out hunger hormones, basically screaming at you to go find food. And that's exactly why, when you look at the data, a whole year of just trying harder, relying on willpower, results in an average weight loss of only 2, maybe 3%. It's because your body is actively working against you.
Okay, so this is where the story gets really interesting. Because it's not just about the number on the scale anymore. The whole conversation is changing. Scientists now realize the biggest danger isn't just how much fat you have. It's all about where that fat ends up.
Okay, let's try an analogy. Think of your body like a big, beautiful mansion. Now, every mansion has a storage room, right? A place to put stuff away safely. In your body, that's your subcutaneous fat, the fat right under your skin. It's designed to be the perfect, safe spot to store extra energy. And as long as the extra stuff stays in that room, everything's great. The rest of the mansion runs just fine. But what happens when that storage room gets totally full, when it's packed to the gills? Well, that extra stuff has to go somewhere, so it starts spilling out. It ends up in the living room, the kitchen, all over the hallways. And in your body, those living areas, those are your vital organs.
This is what scientists call ectopic fat. It literally just means out-of-place fat. And this is the real villain of the story. It's the fat that's causing all the problems, because it's simply not where it's supposed to be.
And look, it doesn't just sit there quietly. This out-of-place fat is metabolically active. It's pumping out inflammatory stuff, messing up how your organs work, and kicking off this whole dangerous chain reaction. We're talking fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, heart problems, all of it. This is the fat that actually makes people sick.
So, if that's the real problem, this dangerous, misplaced fat, how do you actually fight it? Well, this is where Mounjaro's design comes in. It's a much smarter kind of weapon.
The secret is that it mimics not one, but two really important gut hormones, GLP-1 and GIP. Now, you've probably heard of GLP-1. It's the famous one that curbs your appetite. But GIP, that's the secret ingredient here. It's the powerful partner that helps manage how your body stores fat, telling it to put it in the safe places. And it has these other cool benefits too, like helping with bone health and even reducing nausea.
So Mounjaro, the drug's actual name is tirzepatide, is just this brilliant piece of science. It's one single molecule that's engineered to hit both of those targets at once. So it's not just slamming the brakes on your appetite, it's also working to sort of reprogram your body's fat storage system. It's telling the fat to go back into that safe storage room instead of your organs. And because it lasts for about 5 days in your system, it's just a simple once-a-week injection.
Okay, so that's the theory. A dual-action, smarter weapon. But does it actually work? The results from the big clinical trial, called SURMOUNT-1, well, they are absolutely staggering.
Just look at these numbers. The placebo group, and remember, they got diet and exercise advice too. They lost about 2.5%, which, okay. But then look at Mounjaro. Even the lowest dose got people a 16% weight loss. That's already better than any older drug. And then the highest dose? A jaw-dropping 22.5% average weight loss. I mean, those are numbers you used to only see with bariatric surgery.
Let's make that real for a second. 22.5%. For someone who weighs 200 pounds, that's 45 pounds gone. For someone at 90 kilograms, that's over 20 kilos. That is absolutely life-changing.
And here's the kicker. It's where the weight came from. An average reduction of almost 20 centimeters. That's nearly 8 inches off the waist. That's the proof right there. This isn't just about losing weight. It's about losing that dangerous fat that's cluttering up your organs. It's cleaning out the living room.
The results were so fast and so dramatic, you get stories like this one from a patient. My pants suddenly fell down. It's hilarious, but it's also, wow, it shows you just how real and physical this transformation is. You know, doctors are now telling patients, hey, you might want to budget for a new wardrobe, fast.
So what does this all mean? It means this isn't just another pill you can get. This is a real turning point. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about obesity and health.
We're finally moving away from this old idea of blame and failure and toward a new understanding based on biology. We're treating a disease with medicine. And this gives doctors an incredible tool to not just deal with weight, but to hit all those related problems. Diabetes, sleep apnea, fatty liver. It has totally rewritten what we thought was even possible. And that brings us to the final, really big question. If we now have powerful tools that treat obesity like the complex disease it really is, what does that mean for everything else? For how we think about health, about medicine, even about personal responsibility? The conversation is changing right now. What we're witnessing isn't just a new drug. It's the dawn of a whole new era.